Hello traders, my name is Sabrina and I welcome you on my YouTube channel about binary options. And today you will learn something new and very important. Today I'll tell you a bit about indicators I use usually. And of course subscribe to my Telegram channel because there you can find all the necessary information about trading and also free strategies and free signals only for you. These are the currency pairs I picked up for us today. The starting balance for today is $2,000. The time frame will be 5 minutes for the first transaction, and then I will think about it. And the amount of transactions will be, I think, $100. Let's come to the first currency pair. So this currency pair is great for the first example. Immediately I will open for downgrade, then I will explain my decision. First I'll tell you about the alligator indicator. Right now he has an intersection of its line. At the top there are blue line. That is the jaws on alligator, and all lines are pointing down. This tells us about the price reduction. Next, the MACD, and here we see that all its signals lines have crossed, and there was a red line at the top, respectively, and the chart will go down. And let me give you some information about alligator indicator. The alligator indicator, it's a technical indicator, is a combination of balance lines, moving averages, using fractal geometry and non-linear dynamics. His blue line, it's alligator's jaw, is the balance line of the time period that was used to plot the graph. 13 period smooth moving averages moved 8 bars into the future. His red line, also called alligator teeth, is the balance line for a significant time period and order of magnitude lower. 8 period moving averages shifted 5 bars into the future. His green lines, the indicator ellipse, is the balance line for a significant time period that is one order magnitude lower. A 5 period moving average shifted by 3 bars into the future. The lips, teeth, and jaw of the alligator show interaction of equal time periods. Seeing the trend in the market can be identified only for 15 and 30% of the time. It's necessary to follow the trend and not work in market that change only within certain price periods. When the jaw, teeth, and lips are closed or intertwined, the alligator is going to sleep or is already asleep. When he sleeps, his hunger increases. The longer he sleeps, the hungrier he will be when he wakes up. When he wakes up, the first thing he does is open his mouth and start yawning. When he begins to smell food and then begins to hunt for it. When he gets full, he loses interest in food, that is, in the price. The balance line coverage at this point. This is the time to profit taking. Well, now from theory to practice, how to use it anyway. When I was just started to explain why we opened the deal, it was the downside of the observed such situation. He's lined into white and there were blue lines on the top. That is his jaws, and all his lines were directed down. Right now there was a price pullback and the chart will go down. For example, we observed another situation in this slice. There was a green line at the top, that is his teeth, and all his line diverged were directed upwards. Accordingly, the price went up, and in the large time interval, we observed such picture. All this time, the blue line was at the top and the green line was at the bottom. All the lines diverged and everything said that the graph was falling down. And at the same time, we can see that happening with the graph. The chart also falling down at this time. Well, when we observe that all the lines are intertwined as such at the same time, we can see moments. It's better not to open a deal because at such moments it's difficult to predict which way the chart will move. We took a little risk at the time for opening the deal. Also, we observed that there were blue lines on the top, and additionally, we had the MACD indicator, and it prompted us to specifically our risk was minimal. And now let's go back to our deal and wait for the result. And our deal closed in plus as usual, and we earned $187. And now we're moving on to the next currency pair. A wonderful currency pair. It suits us, I think, to reduce the time frame to 4 minutes. A wonderful and try deal in order to open a deal to raise prices, isn't? And before us, there is a such picture. The lines of the indicator alligator are now pointing upwards, and soon they will intersect, and there will be a green line at the top. Draw a little higher, specifically so that it's visible, because now we're close enough to each other on the chart. Also, according to the MACD indicator, the main lines is located at the top. Respectively, it predicts a further upward movement for us. And now let's get more information about the last indicator. MACD is a trend oscillator that combines the properties of both a trend indicator and an oscillator. The indicator is calculated based on the moving averages. The purpose of the indicator is to simplify the visual perception of signals given by moving average lines, reduce delays, and remove a number of disadvantages inherent to the conventional trend indicator. There are two ways of plotting: linear and histogram. Three exponential moving averages with a different periods are used for the calculation. From the fast moving average with a shorter period, the slow moving averages with a longer period are subtracted. According to the obtained values, the lines of the MACD are built. That is, this is green. The main signal that this indicator gives is the intersection of the MACD lines and the signal line. That is the red one. When the main line crosses the signal line from the bottom up, that is, as in this case, is a buy signal. Unfortunately, the intersection from top to bottom isn't represented on the chart right now, but you can just imagine this is a sell signal. I hope I have explained it clearly, and now let's move on to our deal at the moment. If you still have any questions, you can just ask it to me in my Telegram channel or right here in the comments below this video, of course. I also want to remind you that in my Telegram channel you will be able to find signals for free, and from which we will profitably open any transactions. A huge number of willing people have already written to me in personal messages, and even more people send me their current results, where they raise large amounts from a small balance only. So go over the process and scripture join my team of traders and became a new one. And in absolutely familiar way, our transaction closes in plus, and the profit is $187. And I turn to the last currency pair for today. Now is a great time to enter into a trade, but first I reduce my time frame to 1 minute only. And let's open a deal to lower the price. Already at this stage, it's clear that the alligator indicator lines are going to intersect each other. I assume that there will be intersect somewhere at this point, and the blue line is most strongly directed upwards. But if you evaluate all the lines together, the trend will go down, which is why I open a deal to decrease. And the next one is MACD indicator, and it also confirms my theory. Now he has a signal line at the top which crossed the green line from the bottom up, and both of them is now directed downwards, which gives us a signal of the price reduction. And there is a very little time left until the end of the transaction, so we can wait a little bit. And the last deal is closed in our favor, of course, and we earned $183 from it. In private messages, a code word plus VIP, and then I'll add you to the group of traders who earn with me every weekday. It's not a dream, it's not some fooling you. It's truth. Just try it. It's absolutely for free. Nobody will take your money. Thank you all for watching. Rate my video, watch other videos, and leave your comments. Thank you all for watching. Bye.